people are going to have something to say. So why not just be and do and ask for what you want? What? I don't understand that. Hey beautiful ones, Fran here, back again with another quick video. So before we go any further, you guys know the drill. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure that you subscribe and give me some thumbs up, and make sure you leave a comment about this video. So today I'm going to talk to you about money, right? So we talk about money often, but today I want to talk to you about money in a different sense. I'm going to talk to you about money in a different way. I'm going to put it in a really simple terms. And I told you guys that I was going to start doing more money teaching on the channel. So here we go. So what I have been experiencing lately in some of the classes that I've been teaching, and I've also been taking some classes. Yes, your girl takes classes as well. I believe that you never ever know enough, and I thirst for knowledge. I thirst for the wisdom of the Spirit, and I thirst for knowledge. So if there is somebody teaching a class, or if I can jump into a class about something that really interests me, or that I know will elevate me, I will pay the money and I will take the class too, just like you guys do. But what I've noticed recently in a class that I was teaching is that a lot of women have a issue with the concept of having money. But not only do they have an issue with it, they have an issue with other women having money. Now, I've noticed this around a lot of us brown women, that we feel like we should not have an abundance of money because it's being greedy, or we're taught that money's bad, or whatever the case may be. But you guys know that I stand for and teach and believe that all women should be abundant. Race, color, creed, not important to me. I feel like all women should be abundant. But I also know that a lot of women struggle with that concept, sometimes because of the way we're raised. But also I've noticed within this group that I'm now teaching that a lot of women worry about the judgment that they will face from their friends and their family members if they become successful, or if they begin to seek lots of abundance and kind of change the way that things have been going in their lives. They don't want to feel like, you know, I'm outdoing them, or I feel, you know, they don't want their people to feel like, oh, she thinks she's all that, she thinks she's better than us, you know. Or have you ever been around people and you see somebody who's extremely successful and who's doing really good, and the first thing that maybe your negative minded friend will say is, oh, they think they're all that, right? In order to attract and sustain wealth, you have to get comfortable with being wealthy. You have to get comfortable with changing your life, changing your mindset, and walking on a new path. And a lot of us, we desire it, we want it, we talk about it, we sneak and watch videos like this, and we sneak and take classes because we don't want people to think differently of us. But if you desire to be abundant, you have to own that, right? You have to own the fact that this is what I desire, and I really don't care what y'all think about it, because this is what I desire. And a lot of people have a problem with that. So I have my phone here. You guys, have you seen our new pop sockets? Aren't they amazing? Because I wrote down some notes. So I want to talk about some things that I wrote down. And I had to put it in my notes because as I was studying, things were just coming to me that I really want to share with you guys. So grab your pencil and paper. If you got it, let's get started. Let's jump into it. Alright, so people often have a funny attitude about money. They are quick to say that money doesn't mean a lot to them, but they spend their lives working to get it. Okay, I'm going to say that again. People are quick to get an attitude about money. They say that money doesn't mean a lot, money can't make you happy, money is the root of all evil, but yet they spend their lives working to try to have money. So I have a really interesting thought about that. Money means a lot, right? Money cannot make you happy. Money cannot buy you health. But money can put you in a position to afford the things that you need to take care of yourself. So money is important. If you are walking around and you're talking about money's not that big of a deal, money's not important, but then in secret you're asking God, you're asking the universe and your heavenly staff to bless you with money, then you're double-minded at that point. You're being wishy-washy about your desires. And that doesn't work for the universe. That doesn't work for God. God's not going to go and play ping pong with you. He's not going to say, okay, Fran, so yesterday you said you really didn't want money, but I know that you really do, so I'm okay with that. I understand why you said that, because you didn't want them to know that you wanted money. It doesn't work that way. You have to say what you mean and mean what you say. And it doesn't matter what people think. I'm going to say that probably a lot during this video. Here's the thing. The very people that are saying to you, money doesn't matter that much and you don't need all that money, and why are you focused on money, and why are you focused on having these materialistic things, why do you need all that, are working their behinds off to try to make ends meet. And wishing, most of them are wishing they did not have to work that hard to attract and maintain their money and their lifestyle. And some of them are going in debt to maintain this lifestyle and keep up with the Joneses, right? But you don't know that. And really, it's not your business. What is your business is to focus on what's important to you. Don't say something that you don't mean to someone else to try to fit in. If you want an abundance of money, say, I want an abundance of money. I don't want to work hard the rest of my life to have money. You don't have to say that, but you need to have that mindset that I know that there's another way that I can manifest, attract, create abundance, and I am going to do that. You don't have to pretend like money's not important to you when money's important whenever you get through. All right, so that's one thought that I was thinking about. The other thing that came to my mind is when people say money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil. It's what people choose to do with money. Some people are extremely blessed and they have extreme amounts of money and they act a fool, right? They're rude, they're disrespectful, they're mean to people, they don't help people, they don't, whatever the case may be. It's your money, you do what you want to do with it. However, it's not the root of all evil. It's the way people behave when they have money that makes it evil. And a lot of people don't continue to read that verse, right? When they're wanting to tell you that the love of money is the root of all evil, that's where they stop. But if you continue to read the verse, you will see that it's not the money that's the root of all evil. It's what you do with the money. And if you worship money, listen, talking about money, loving money, desiring money is not a bad thing. Because if you have money, then you can help not only yourself, but the people around you. And there is no way and no reason that God would want you to be poor. Stop letting people tell you that. God does not want you to be poor. There were millionaires in the Bible, many millionaires in the Bible, and God does not want you to be poor. What good is that going to do? And once you wrap your head around the universal substance of plenty, 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 the universal supply of plenty, 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 you understand that money is really an energy. And when you call it in and you get on the vibrational frequency of whatever lifestyle and abundance level you want to live on, money starts to flow in your life. When I had a lack mindset and I was worried about how I was going to pay my bills, I didn't have no money. I am a true example of defeating the odds of having just a little bit, wanting a whole lot more, and changing my mindset, operating in the law of attraction and the principles of the universe that say that I should be abundant, I should be prosperous, that God is my source of infinite supply, and there is no reason I should be walking around here from pillow to post, as my mom used to say, without a window and a pot to throw the water out the window. I ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out, to be exact. So if you find yourself constantly struggling around the concepts of having money, then you're going to find that it's going to be difficult for you to attract it. You have to raise your vibrational frequency and know that you deserve money. And if you desire money, it's okay. And it's all right for you to ask for what you desire. We don't get what we want because we don't ask for it, and then we're not a vibrational match for it. You have to know that you are worthy of it, and then you step into that energy of being worthy and walking with your head held up, knowing that you are a child of a king, and any child of a king is not broke, and you should not be broke. Here's another thing that I want to touch on. A lot of people feel like if you're spiritual, you should not have a nice car, you should not have a nice home, you should not have a Louis Vuitton bag, you shouldn't have those things because you are representing God. Do you think that God wants you to represent Him raggedy? Do you think that God wants you to be without and then telling people what God can do? If God can do so much, the first thing I'm going to ask you, if you don't have anything and you're telling me that God can do so much, is, well, why hasn't He done it for you? Why hasn't He blessed your life? If you're telling me God's going to bless my life and God can do these amazing things for me, why hasn't He done it for you? People always love to use Mother Teresa as an example of the purest, most humblest spirits, one of the most purest and humblest spirits to ever walk the earth. And people always talk about how she was dressed and how she never wore makeup and how she was very humble and she fed the poor and she went and she ministered to the poor and how she was very modestly dressed. I personally love Mother Teresa. I think her works on this earth were amazing, and I honestly think she was an earth angel. However, what they don't tell you is that Mother Teresa flew not first class, but on her own private jet everywhere she went. So she might have stepped off that jet in modest clothes and no makeup, but she flew there on a private jet. Don't allow people to dictate to you how you should live. You should live the way that you choose to live. If you choose to walk around in 6-inch stilettos and tell the world about the goodness of God and talk to people about how the universe is ready and willing to help you, who says you can't do that? Why is it that you have to be this way, look this way, sound this way, and do this way for the world to be okay with you being a certain way? When even if you're like that, people are going to have something to say. So why not just be and do and ask for what you want? What? I don't understand that. All right. So here's another thing that I want to talk to you guys about. Let's see, I've got so many notes here and I'm not going to make this video long. But I am going to talk to you about prosperity being a circulation. So a lot of times people think that wealth is kind of housed, you know, like abundance, like all the money is housed over here and I have to be over here to get it. I have to act like this to get it. I have to do this. Prosperity is in circulation constantly. You have to understand that in order to attract prosperity, there are some things that you just should not say. And there are some things that you should not do. Number one, you should not say, I can't afford that. Or I can't have that. Or I don't have enough money for that. We talk about that all the time. Your words. Because prosperity is circulating, but if you're saying things like that, then you're cutting off your flow of prosperity. Also, you have to see yourself as prosperous. So when you visualize and meditate and pray, you don't say, one day I will. One day this is going to happen. Someday. You speak affirmatively over your life and over yourself. When you pray affirmatively. I am prosperous. Everything I do prospers. Everything I put my hands to prospers. God blesses me. I am constantly blessed with abundance. And what you have to do at that point is begin to pick out negative people and negative things and remove them from your life. Because if you're still entertaining those things, you are cutting off your circulation of prosperity. Prosperity is never ending. It is always circulating in your life. Another thing I want you to be aware of is that money reacts to your attitude toward money, right? So if you're mad because somebody else has money, if you are upset because somebody has money, if you are envious or jealous because somebody else is living a life that you want to live, the best way to correct that is to change your life. You can't get angry because somebody else has already gotten the concept and figured out that money is abundant, that prosperity is abundant. You can't get upset about that. What you have to do is work on yourself and work on changing your mindset around what it is that you truly desire. Don't get mad about it. Sit down and think about, it would be so nice if I had a brand new car. It would be so nice if I had my dream home. I can see myself in my dream home. I can feel myself in my dream home. Instead of focusing on what somebody else has, focus on what you desire. And focus on it as you already have it. Not like it's coming one day. One day God's gonna bless me. God's gonna bless me real good. People gonna see one day God He's gonna bless me. When is that day gonna be? Focus on the blessings that you have right now. Every day I open my wallet and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so much money in my wallet. I'm so thankful. I have so much money in my bank account. I am so thankful. I may have $5 in my wallet at that point. I may have $7 in my bank account. But I am thankful for that because you know what that does? It activates the law of circulation. What you give thanks for multiplies. It's just like planting good seeds. When I tithe, I say I am so thankful that I am able to sow this seed in good soil. And I know that it's going to return to me 1,000-fold. I am so thankful. I'm happy when I write the check. I'm happy when I click the button. I am so thankful for the money to pay these bills. I am so thankful that I have a place that I have to pay the bill. I am so thankful for my healing center. I am going to help so many amazing women. I'm going to help women transform and change their lives. And not only that, I'm going to be able to employ lots of women. That's how you have to do it. That's how you do it. And that's what raises your vibration and helps you to begin to attract the things that you truly desire. Your attitude about money usually dictates exactly how much money you have. And remember, everybody's not going to believe what you believe. Everybody's not going to want what you want, and everybody's definitely not going to want it for you. But you have a right to choose, and you have a right to have whatever it is that you want. Alright guys, just wanted to share those thoughts with you today. I thought they were kind of important. I would love for you guys to leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about this video. I have a lot of great things going on. In my next video, I'm going to tell y'all about all of that stuff. Alright, I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.